Welcome, hockey fans, to the second semifinal game between University of Cal Berkeley Golden Bears and the San Jose State University Spartans. Earlier game today, we saw Utah take down USC 6-0. The winner of this will face Utah at 11 o'clock tomorrow for the title and an automatic berth to the regional tournament. Should be an interesting game here because of contrasting style. Cal really is a speed team, and San Jose is more of a methodic. Try to slow them down a little bit, which makes for an interesting contest. Got two great goaltenders tonight for San Jose State University. You got Nicholas Chaklinis, who's just an outstanding netminder. That's why he got the top goaltender of the league. Really solid netminder. And then for Cal Berkeley Golden Bears, we got Yusuf Akbas, who played outstanding yesterday in their game to get into this. So it'll be an interesting battle of the goaltenders. Cal Bears has it in San Jose's. And my name is Gary Allen. I'm waiting for the play-by-play announcer Tyler Pisani to be joining me. He had the pregame festivities duty, so he'll be joining me quickly here. Jason Lee takes it in. He kicks it over for the Bears on Dahl, trying to get him, and San Jose State kicked it on out. Now it's chased behind Cheklinis' net. Up the far boards. Cal intercepts the pass, does a quick flip over, try to get to Burbank, a little bit too far out of his reach. Cheklinis got that, kicked it over to the side off an innocent shot. But again, this game should be really interesting just because of the matchup styles differently. They both play a different brand, and that's the best way I can word it. Cal really relies on their speed, and they're very quick. And the Spartans, they're more of, okay, we're going to try to slow you down and we're going to impose our will on us. So it's going to be an interesting contest tonight. Cal won the draw, cut back, but 99 Garcia, who's an outstanding hockey player, he intercepts it. Stolen at neutral zone, kicked back in by the Bears, now back into the neutral zone. Right now, both teams are just kind of feeling each other out. And here's the play-by-play announcer joining me, Tyler Pisani. Nice job on the intro, sir.
Why, thank you. It's nice when you get to know the teams a little bit. I don't have to guess the last names anymore.
Well, I was talking, when I first opened up here, I was saying that the contrasting styles between both teams. Cal relies a lot on their speed because they are quick, and San Jose State is more of a methodical, slow you down, and we're going to impose our will on you type of team. So it should be an interesting contest.
And Garcia had the first goal last night for San Jose State. Almost had another one, a big hit on the far side circle.
What I was talking about, we've got two great goaltenders in net, so that'll be interesting in a battle of goalies because neither one let up weak goals. Cheklinis is outstanding, and that's why he got that award for it. Yeah. And Akabas, he stood tall yesterday for Cal, so it will be a battle in the nets.
Now, it's my understanding that Akbas isn't the most experienced netminder, but he's darn good for a kid that hasn't played his entire life.
Well, you could have fooled me on that one because that kid is talented. He moves extremely well. Great lateral movement, real quick with a glove hand. And we've seen Cheklinis before last year and this year, and he's just an outstanding netminder.
Battle for the puck down in the corner. Looks like Cal going to come away with that one, at least for the moment. And then mugged by San Jose State. But a shot taken quickly that time by Sasayama right into the backside of the bear in front of him. And now a one-on-one opportunity here for San Jose State. Good defense by Sasayama getting back there. And again, Sasayama getting his body in the way of the puck. Across the blue line, he's all by himself. He's on the right side. And finally, Cameron Sasayama sends it down into the corner. He's going to head back to the bench now as he's going to let the rest of the Cowbears take a stab at this one. Back behind the net now it goes to Lee. Still down low, backside, losing his footing right at the top of the top of the crease was Lee.
And Cal's going to go on the power play as soon as San Jose touches it.
And I was wrong. That was actually Burbank that ended up on his front side, and I think that's what drew this penalty. Burbank had 3 last night, I believe.
Yeah, he was stout last night. He played a heck of a game. It's interesting. You look at Chuck Linus, and it's really hard to pinpoint any kind of weak area that you could try to take advantage of because he is so fast. He's got a very, very good glove hand, moves really well laterally. So it'll be interesting to see how Cal tries to take any kind of advantage of any opening on him.
So Cal on the power play now as Warren sits in the box. 2 minutes for a trip. Pass pushed over to the far side, back to the near side. And we saw this a lot from Cal last night. Good east-west passing in the attacking zone. Bears looking to set up behind their own net. Off to the far side now. Still in possession of California. Continuing up the far side. Crashing near side now is Schum. He's waiting for it. Shot into the midsection of Czech Lennis. Quick whistle as that one's rolling out towards the linesman at the top of the zone. 15:35 in the opening period. The winner of this one moves on to tomorrow's IEDS Logistics Championship game to face off against the University of Utah Utes. San Jose State wins this one, still on the penalty kill. Can't come away with it cleanly. And they're going to say this was off as unable to field that cleanly was Sasayama. All the way down the ice. That's going to go wide of the net, but just touched up by Akbas. Near side with it is Burbank. As we said, he had 3 last night. He's going to send that one around over to the far side. There to pick it up is Lou. Lou a couple of steps towards the end line. Backhand flick pass to the near side where Rezhna holds on to it. Rezhna back to the top of the zone. Shot taken, swallowed up by Czech Lennis. Big shot from Sasayama. We're saying his name a lot early on in this one. Seems like he's everywhere on the ice, Gary.
He's a talented player. We saw that yesterday. He's just all over the ice, and he's so fluid. He can transition really well. He's got a solid game.
29 seconds left on the power play for Cal. Shot taken, deflected by Czech Lennis up into the net. 24 seconds now left on that man advantage. Big throw from Allie Kendall there at the scorer's table. Getting that puck all the way almost out to center ice. Getting lots of work out in that arm this weekend. Face off won by the Bears, straight back. Sadikov with it. He's going to lay it off. Near side waiting for it is Rezhna. That's where the puck goes. Up top to Sasayama. Now over to the far side. Near side now to Rezhna. Thinks about it. Looks to find a spot. Bouncing puck out front and Cal scores. That was just a nitty-gritty goal, and that's how you're going to have to beat Czech Lennis.
It was, and I was going to comment on that. The only way you're really going to have a good shot at getting a goal against Czech Lennis is get traffic in front of him where he can't see it, because he has any inkling when that puck is, he's going to stop. And if you saw that goal there, he actually initially made the first save, and it kind of squirted out a little bit. And the Cal player did a nice job of coming in and tapping it back out, and then they got a one-timer in the net. But you got to get traffic in front of Czech Lennis or he's going to be hard to beat.
So officially that goal, 5:39 of this first period, a power play goal from Amir Sadikov puts the Bears up by 1 early in this one. The second semifinal of the day here at the Pac-8 Championship Tournament. Goebel has it on the backside. He's going to send it down the ice. Chipped out of the zone and now picked up by Baker. He's going to pick it up on the far side. Chips it down into the low corner. It bounces up about halfway down the near side wall in the San Jose zone. Bringing it across the center stripe and firing it on net was Werner. Now Cal looking to go the other direction. This one pushed up ahead by Dolim. He's going to fire a shot, deflected away. Czech Lennis now back in the crease. Dolim still in possession of the puck. This one poked down. Dolim with it again, trying to walk towards the center. Has it knocked away from behind thanks to the stick of Navarrete. With the puck again now is Lou. Parallel to the blue line goes Regina. He leaves it off for Lou. Lou looking to pick his spot. Snatches that rebound out of the air with his own glove. Drops it down. Gets the pass off to the far side and keeps possession with the Bears. Pass straight down the center of the ice. And now the goal scorer, Sadikov. He's got to get on his horse. That's going right towards the goal mouth. And a big snow there by Moffitt. And now you can see that Akbis going to reset himself here, brush off some of that snow. But we'll see if any of the Cal players take exception to that.
Well, one thing I'm finding right now early in this game is Cal is starting to have the Spartans run around a little bit. They're chasing the puck, and I think that bodes well for Cal because that's what they want to do. That really opens up their speed game. And so San Jose State, they just got to stay in their position and play more positional hockey like how they actually started the game. But the more it goes on, Cal's making them chase them, and that's going to open up some passing lanes for them.
12:31 left in this opening period. Cal out shooting San Jose State 10-2 so far. Cal with an out early power play goal puts them on top thanks to Amir Sadikov just a few minutes ago.
I definitely know one player Cal's got to pay attention to is Donovan Garcia. He was all over the ice last night when they played Eastern, and he's picking up where he left off. He's a talented hockey player.
Sadikov feeds that out to the slot, but nobody there. And that one up into the netting in the San Jose State end. So we'll have a face-off to the left of Pac-8 first-team netminder Nick Czech-Lennis.
And, as a Spartan, with him in the net, you have a lot of confidence. So you can take early gambles if you want to see if you can penetrate some of the Cal's defense because he's a stout netminder.
Lou has it, sends it back behind the cage. Now it's going to bounce out to the far side. Picking it up is Moffitt. He's going to send it down the ice. Icing is waved off. And Garcia finishing his check, but on the low wall, here to pick it up is Lou. And it's taken off of his stick, heading the other way again. Garcia. Parallel to the blue line, has to take that all the way east-west. Has it knocked off over to the far side. Now down in front of the Zamboni corner. Picking it up and circling back towards the net is Castellanos. And now Cal heading the other direction. Good 1-2 passing here from the Bears. Rezhna picks that up, tries to feed it ahead, and nothing coming there. So over to Lou on the far side. He's going to walk in, looking for that backhand along the near post. And this one chipped down into the far corner from Castellanos. Now the Bears looking to rush the other way. Lou has a man on the far side. He's going to bring it across the blue line. Fires that shot, looking for the rebound, but missed the mark completely. That's going to bounce all the way back to Enzo Goebel in his own end. Now up ahead to OAC. Pile up of players on the San Jose State end means Cal Bears defenseman got to play pass for a minute. Now dumped high, lands right at the slot, and nobody there in a yellow uniform. From distance, off net, back behind. They had a delayed call coming against San Jose State here, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get a cross check against John Parsons. This is not, if you're San Jose State, what you want to see after the Bears score on their first chance with the man advantage. Last thing you want to do is give them another opportunity.
Yeah, they don't want to get in that game being shorthanded down by the Bears, even though as really solid as Czech Lindis is, there's only a matter of time they can hold them off. So they got to stay out of the penalty box.
Bouncing puck, rolling, no icing with the man in the box. Dolam has it. He's going to bring it out himself. Now feeds it off to the far side. 2 Spartans taken out of the play. And catching up with it this time, looks like that was Moffitt. Near side, Cal looking to slow it down, or I'm sorry, San Jose State looking to slow it down as they send it into the Cal end.
And that's a good technique by they're doing, so the Cal can't pick up their speed and their momentum doing it that way. That was good technique by San Jose State. Didn't these two teams split this year when they played each other? I
believe so. And I don't know if they played in Cal or in San Jose. Garcia taking that one away right in the center of the zone. And now a 2-on-2 rush for San Jose State. Bouncing puck right into the leg pads of Akbis, and he's going to hold on to that. Pin it up against the ice with 1:01 left.
That was a great play by, again, we've talked about it with Garcia, but he knew he wasn't going to beat the guys, so basically he took it as far as he could, used up a few seconds on it, took a long shot that you knew Akbis was going to stop it, but that was a heads-up play because he ate up some seconds on that penalty kill.
Now breaking through the zone are the Bears. This one's going to come near side to Lou. He tries to put that on net, deflected away by the Spartans, and now Sasayama back with it. He's going to circle all the way into his own end. Turns, squares up against Dysart, and puts the puck near side. Lou with it, looking to go big stretch pass all the way across the ice. It's the right idea by Cal, just not enough underneath that puck to get it all the way across. So Sasayama now pushes that kindly behind the net. 20 seconds left on the power play. One more rush down the ice for the Cal Bears. Lou with it across the blue line. Tries to feed that to the center, and again, a good defensive stand by San Jose State. I believe that's Luke Haller, who was there on both sides, or on both attempts, rather.
Well, they're doing a great job of collapsing as soon as the forward gets in over their line. The Spartans doing a really nice job defensively.
And back to 5-a-side hockey as the Spartans able to kill off that penalty. 1 for 2 on the penalty kill today. Schum with that back behind the net. Parsons out front for San Jose State. Up top now with Dolam for Cal, bouncing through traffic all the way out into the corner. Now this one's pushed near side. Quick touch by Goebel. He's going to chase over to the far side, and he's knocked down right past that Pac 8 logo. Now he's looking to return the favor here. Instead decides to play the puck, goes all the way back to the defensive side. Digging it out for the Spartans is Moffitt. He's going to get a shot on net, deflected down by Akbis.
Kind of almost looked like a knuckle puck on how it left his stick and how Akbis responded to it.
Now Garcia across the blue line. He's poked out towards the wall. 3 other blue uniforms in the attacking zone. Now here comes Cal the other direction. Cal near side. Lee with it. Has it taken off of his stick, but there to pick it up is Burbank. Back to Lee. Lee trying to get it to Burbank, and a good disruption there by Dysart. Sadikov going to take it to the outside for Cal. Into the midsection of Czech Lennis. He's going to snatch it out of the air. 6:30 left in the first period.
You know, he's an outstanding hockey player for Cal is Dolan. For being that big, he moves extremely well. He has great hand-eye coordination. But again, it's also you really gotta like Sayama how he plays. That guy's incredible. Right? They got a good defensive core. Cal does.
Poke back up top to Sasayama. He's going to go over to the far side. That one deflected right back to the stick of Sheppy. Sasayama going to send that one all the way around. And Zlochevsky not able to hold on to that. That'll turn into a shot for Cal. It looks like Sepinen, the one that put that one on net. 12 shots for Cal so far, 4 for San Jose State. We saw this a little bit yesterday, Cal taking on WSU, really just keeping them from getting that puck on net.
Well, that's part of their style. They like to swarm, and they make the opposing team think rather than react, and that can pose problems. But I like what San Jose State's doing right now. They're trying not to bunch up. And if they can stop chasing them, they'll be fine.
Good chance there for Cal. Schum on the back door. He's knocked away, still has the puck. Over to the far side now. And Czech Lennis swallows that one up.
But again, on that one, the Spartans were chasing him because Cal had him really in a bind over there. And that's why the passing was going so well for the Bears, because they just opened up the ice on it. And San Jose State's got to be careful of that. They've got to make sure they can stop chasing the Bears around.
This one over to the far side, back behind the net now. Looking to kick it out front to Balin. But Sasayama instead going to push it out front. Balin touches it, back over now to Schum. Sasayama keeps it in at the blue line. He's going to take a couple of steps in and rips a rocket from on top of that face-off dot.
That kid is extremely talented.
Now chasing it over to the far side is Dolan. He's going to bring it deep into the zone, and now San Jose State going to head the other direction. What a move there to keep that one in the zone by Dolan. And if for no other reason than to give his team a chance to get some fresh legs out there. Dolan with it again. He's going to go over to his defensive partner, Sasayama. Broken up in the neutral zone. Offside on the far side. Looked to me that Lee thought that one had gone in the zone, so he had no chance of coming back, I guess is the best way to say that. He wasn't looking for it. Good chance for them to reset here.
But I like what Cal's doing right now. They're really opening up that neutral zone, and that's allowing all these passing lanes to open up, and they're going to break one if they keep playing like this.
And now Lee with it. He has it taken off of his stick. Miscommunication between the Bears. Lee looking to just settle it down for a moment. Now he's able to do so. Looks across the ice. Couple of passes up forward. Sheppy now at the blue line. He's going to bring it in on the right side. He's got 2 men crashing in the center. Still holding on to it as he travels over to the far corner. Finally knocked off of the puck, but there's Lee to pick it up. Now Lee leaves it off for Sasayama on the far side. Big save by Czech Lennis, and Cal just can't get it up and over his pads. Sasayama trying to feed it out front again. Czech Lennis finally back to his feet.
Czech Lennis made it 4 saves in that one little scrum right there. That was incredible movement by him.
Pass broken up in neutral ice. McAvoy going to bring it down the right side. He's got to beat everybody on the Spartans defense. He's going to earn a penalty for this. Looking for the wraparound. He can't get it back out to the front of the net. Delayed penalty coming against San Jose State.
I think they're going to get him for a hold.
That is exactly it. San Jose State heading to the box again. 1 for 2 on the penalty kill so far. This one coming 16-24 of this first period.
Well, McAvoy he just got on his jets, and that's how come he had a hold of him. If not, he would have had a straight breakaway. So really, the Spartan really had no choice on that, or been a one-on-one opportunity for the Bears.
San Jose State wins the faceoff. Good chance there by Sadikov trying to poke it right inside that near post. Back up top to Sasayama. Near side now to Rejna. Looking to go all the way over to the far side to Lou. Lou looking to get it to Rejna all the way across. That's where he goes. Now back to the other side. A big swing and a miss on the one-timer opportunity. Sadikov over to the far side now. Up top calling for it is Sasayama. He's going to go back over to the far side. Near side to Rejna. One-timer opportunity and just didn't get enough of it. Just kind of slid that one into the waiting leg pads of Czech Lennis. 1:14 left on the power play for Cal.
Reginald's checking the stick because he had a perfect one-timer and he hit it, but it looked like he didn't get anywhere near what he wanted to. And he was checking the stick all the way back over the ice.
Cal in control again. This one up to the top of the zone. Now over to the far side. Looking for the Bear in the middle who was Storr. He just couldn't find it in his skates. Near side with it is Schum. He's going to put that on net. Goal as Nick Czech Lennis kicked that one off. But Cal able to find the back of the net anyways.
Czech Lennis did a really nice job. He just a little bit late on doing his lateral slide over, but nice attempt by him. But Cal, they're just slowly, with their speed, is getting the Spartans to continually chase them, and that's what opened up that play right there.
So that goal officially coming 17:34 of the first period. McAvoy doubling the lead for the Cal Bears. And Czech Lennis not ready as they drop the puck. He didn't have his blocker on. So he's trying to reset himself. The officials a little quick here on the resets. They almost did the same thing to Akbis earlier. I mean, as somebody who's been here for 6 games, I'm not mad at them expediting the faceoffs. I just got to make sure that the players are ready for it.
Yeah, but I do think one of the big adjustments that the Spartans coaching staff is going to have to do, they're going to have to figure out how they got to stop chasing Cal. Cal's getting too many opportunities with the Spartans chasing them around rather than just playing their position like they started to. And then they did it last night against Eastern. They played good positional hockey. But right now they're just chasing Cal all over the place, and that's opening up the ice for Cal.
Well, and that's Cal's game. We saw that when Eastern went down there earlier in the year. We saw it yesterday against WSU.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can get you to chase them, that's how they find the back of the net. And you're right. If you can just get a team that'll stay at home, hold their shape, that might be the way to get around this Cal offense.
Well, then you nullify some of their speed. If you're chasing them, that just plays into their hand, and they use all their talent on and how quick they are. And so San Jose State, they're going to have to change that. They're going to have to definitely get back to positional hockey.
Shot taken by Dysart, but into the leg pads of the Bear in front of him. And now here comes Cal the other way. Lou cuts in front of Rejna. He's got it on the right side. Rejna going to dig down into the corner for it. Falls down, comes away with it. McAvoy now, he's going to send it back up to the top of the zone. Then back to McAvoy. He's got it on his stick. Near side, he's got Lou. He's looking to find it right out front. Waiting there was Rejna. And now Lou with it again. Lou's got Sadikov at the top of the zone. Rejna in the slot. Somebody lost their stick, and that'll be a penalty against Rejna. I think they're going to get him with a
cross check.
Check from behind, in fact.
Oh, well, it could have went either one of those because that was pretty blatant on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you got to look around and see where the official is, and if he's staring at you from 4 feet away, maybe keep your hands in your pockets.
Well, there's an opportunity for the Spartans to get themselves right back in this because so far, after about the first 2 periods or minutes, I would say Cal's been taking it to them. So now Here's a good chance for 38 seconds at least in this period to see if they can get in, but then start the second period off with a man advantage.
Cal 2 for 3 on the power play so far. San Jose State's first attempt coming here. Puck picked up by Cal. Dahl tries to send it up the wall, but Garcia there in his way.
See, one thing Cal will do, they'll attack even if the man down. So they're not afraid to go after an offensive attack, even though they're down by one guy.
Schum over there just absolutely mugging Tydinko. Now Sadikov, one hand on his stick, able to knock that one away. Oasis tried to get that out of the zone, and that'll be it for the first period of action here in the second semifinal game of the Pac-8 Championship Tournament. It's the Cal Golden Bears, the number 3 seed of this tournament, leading the number 4 seed San Jose State University by a score of 2-0. But they'll start the second period on the penalty kill when we come back in 15 minutes. You're watching Pac-8 hockey from Cheney, Washington. Friends and family, welcome back to the Eastern Washington Recreation Center. Period 2 of semifinal game number 2 here in Cheney. Winner of this one goes on to face the University of Utah tomorrow for that Pac-8 championship trophy and the coveted auto bid to regionals in North Logan, Utah. My name is Tyler Pisani, joined as always by Gary Allen. And Gary, it's game number 6. We've seen both of these teams for 4 periods now. We talk about what San Jose State has to do to get in the way of Cal, but what's Cal have to do in this period to keep up that momentum starting down a man?
Just keep doing what you're doing. I wouldn't change anything if I was Cal. In fact, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Cal puts in a little attack on offense, being a man down, because what they're doing is working for them. They got San Jose State chasing them all over the place, and that's their goal. You mentioned it also, but Cal did that yesterday. If they can get you chasing them, that opens up the rink to them. Now, for San Jose State, they have got to get back to just playing their position, stop chasing Cal. They did it for the first couple of minutes in that first period, and it was going well with them. They were evenly matched, and then once Cal got them to chasing them, it opened up the ice. So San Jose State, they've got to stop running around chasing Cal, get back into position, or it could be a long night for him. And with Chuck Linus, I mean, he's so outstanding. There's only so much he can do.
Gave up 2 real tough goals in that first period. One from an odd angle down low on the far side, and the other just kind of a gritty cleanup goal right in the crease, which has kind of become Cal's bread and butter this weekend, cleaning up those passes in the slot, right in front of the net.
But see, right there, Cal's attacking, even though they're a man down. That's just their style. They're just going to attack you.
Now Moffitt up the right side. He's going to leave it off for Castellanos. And Tydinko going to have to chase that all the way back behind his own net. 40 seconds left on the power play. Looking for a long pass into neutral ice. But it's all clogged up. And now Moffitt going to have to try something else. Going to go to the other side. Makes a couple of men miss. And somehow that one bounces off of Akbus around his hip and then into the back of the net. He's trying to figure out the physics behind that one because it came from his right side, but it entered the net on his left side after basically wrapping around him.
And it was all the way at the hash mark that he shot that puck, and I think that he just might have taken his eye off, but that should give the Spartans some life that they needed and see how they can pull this off. But again, the number one thing, the adjustment I'm sure the coach talked about is we can't chase these guys around. Stay in your spot and let's play our system. But that should give the Spartans a lot of life. And I'm still waiting for Garcia. I still think that he is one that's going to put the puck in the net for San Jose State. That's how talented he is.
That goal officially 58 seconds of the second period from Moffitt, cutting the Cal lead in half. Backhand shot from the top of the zone, turned away easily. Baker now has it down low.
Of course, Moffitt's another kid, though, that could put the puck in the net, too. So you got to keep an eye on it. I mean, again, San Jose State's in this game, and it's far from being over. They just have to quit chasing the Cal Bears.
That time they ended up chasing the player and walked right over the top of the puck. And now here comes San Jose State the other direction. Shot taken from distance and poked away into the corner by Sheppy. Castellanos holds on to it into the corner. Is able to get it off to Codner. Now over to the far side. San Jose State looking to reset. Back to the puck is Sasayama.
And that could be a strategy the Spartans have picked up. They're going to take distance shots on the Cal Bears and hope for rebounds and stuff, because 3 of their shots now have been from distance. They haven't went in. And 2 of them, well, they got the 1 goal, and the other time they had a good one-timer on a rebound. So they may have adjusted to that. Say, no, let's take some distance shots and then attack the net and see if we can get a rebound.
So 1-goal game here, 17:45 left in this second period. Shot taken off of the skates. Looks like Tydinko. That one out front again. Now San Jose State looking to head the other direction. And with some speed, Dolan able to circle all the way back into his own end. Crosses center ice and rips it into the corner. It's going to come back onto the near side. Schum picks it up. And San Jose State finally able to get it and dump it down the ice. That one off of the glove of Dolan. So Cal not going to be able to rely on the icing, have to bring it up themselves. Bouncing puck finally corralled by Balin. He's got Oasis in the middle. And Schum crashing onto the far side of the net. That one off the wall. Back down low to Michael Schum. He can't get a hold of it. Oasis chases, and now the Spartans heading the other way. Garcia with it on the right side. Plays with it. Backhand floater out to the top of the crease. It was a good idea by Garcia, but Zlochevsky not able to corral it. Finally getting that shot off. Now Lou plants it into the boards. Rezhna with heavy forecheck pressure. Stolen by McAvoy as he entered the zone for Cal. Looking for a wraparound. I'm not sure that Czech Lenis saw that one coming. He just happened to have his leg in the right spot. McAvoy trying to get it out front just at the last second, has it knocked away.
That was a beautiful toe drag he did on that one. If he would have had it, he had a point-blank shot.
Now coming the other direction is McAvoy. He brings it across the line, lays it off for Lou. Lou trying to get it back to the slot, and he does, but a swing and a miss by Rezhna. That's going to hit the netting and continue the action in the San Jose State end of the ice.
You can tell by Rezhna's expression right there. He really wants that one back because that would have been a clean one-timer off that one.
15:38 left to play in this middle frame. Cal 19 shots, San Jose State just with 8 face-off coming, glove side of Nick Czech Lenis. That one turned away. And now giving chase is Lee. He's got to go all the way back behind his own net. Then he's knocked off of the puck. Very aggressive play by Codner. It's going to result in the puck bouncing out front. And they're going to say no goal. Is diving in there. I think that was Lou.
That was an outstanding play by Codner. I mean, he just dug hard and stole the puck basically from Cal Bear. Nice play by him.
Actually, that was Sasayama that threw his body in there back behind the netminder. I mean, so far through the first 15 minutes, Sasayama not on the score sheet, but he's been my player of the game. He's been everywhere for Cal.
Without a doubt, that kid has played outstanding.
Tydinko, he's the first one there for San Jose State. Now a chance for Mike Schum. He bangs it off the side of the netting. Cal still in possession.
Schum's another kid you have to be careful of because he has a quick snapshot.
Poke behind the net to Michael Schum. He's going to hold it relatively uncontested. Still with it. Cycles it over to the far side. Cal looking for that deflection on the rebound. Instead, it's deflected right back into the netting above the head of Thor Oasis.
I was wondering when Cal was going to start doing. They went to more of a cycle game right now. What I've seen the last couple of possessions, they've been really working that cycle about mid-slot, and they almost had another one-timer off that. And that's a little wrinkle that they weren't doing so much in the first period.
Puck finally down. Out into the corner for San Jose State. Picked up again by the Bears. San Jose State trying to use that far wall as a bumper to get the puck out of the zone, and it's just not bouncing as far as they hope, and it's going right to the stick of a Cal Bear off of that rebound every time.
Plus, Cal's picked that up, so they're pinching on the boards also. So actually, it's a two-pronged process that they're trying to prevent the Spartans to get it out.
Now quick on the back skate is Sadikov. He's got to beat Garcia. Loses his skates. Garcia hits the wall hard. That's going to be a trip for Cal.
Again, now here's another golden opportunity for the Spartans to take advantage of this, because right now they've slowed down Cal a little bit. I think that's why they went to a cycle game, was working for it. But the Spartans have got a little life after that goal that they got. But I'll find it interesting to see if Cal will go back and attack, even to being a man down, because they do like doing that, and they're very effective with it.
So Sadikov going to take the 2-minute seat, 5:55 of this second period for a trip on Garcia. Bouncing puck wide of the net. It's going to go back behind the cage. And what a save by Akbis. He wasn't sure where the puck was. And when it came to him, a good stand-up save from a typical butterfly goalie. And we're saying check from behind. This might be bad news for the Cal Bears.
Akbas did a nice job of recovering on that one, because he was way, way away from where the puck was going. He just kind of slid over. You talk about a great opportunity for the Spartans. Here it is.
A 5-on-3 for 1:43. As heading to the box was Dahl, 2 minutes for a check from behind. It was a relatively clean game in our first semifinal. Not matching up here, as we've got 6 penalties already, not even halfway through the contest. Cal battling for the puck on the far side, and it still squirts out to San Jose State. Backdoor goal from Moffitt. We talk about the special teams. Moffitt, his second goal of the night, his first power play.
But if you looked at that, it was Dysart that actually delayed. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. I'm trying to see the number right now. But he delayed it. He did a quick little toe drag and made the Cal player commit. And then he did a nice little flutter pass. And it's a one-timer in the net. So hats off to him, because he's actually set that up by just how he delayed and then his little toe drag. Great job by him.
These two teams have to stay out of the box. There's 4 goals on the board. 3 of them have come with the man advantage.
Well, we saw it all day yesterday with the games. People that were taking penalties, it usually cost them.
Big backdoor opportunity there by Moffitt. He was looking for another quick one.
And you could definitely see that second goal is giving the Spartans a ton of life.
Wobbly puck sent back to Tydinko. Over to the far side. Picked up by Moffitt. He's going to rim it around. Near side now to Dysart. 1 minute left on the power play. Puck sent up top. Now over to the far side. Shot taken, and right down onto the ice goes Akbis.
Another player Cal's got to pay attention to is Moffitt. He seems to be all over the place also when he's on the ice, and he plays under control. And he's not flat-footed. He's always kind of gliding out there, and he's a dangerous shooter.
When he hits something on the head there, he's always in control. And you get a lot of these guys at this level that have that skill, but they don't necessarily have the control or the patience sometimes. And now an opportunity here for the Bears, and we'll see what they decide on this.
You thinking penalty shot?
He was awful close to being a step clear there.
Except it's a little bit far out. Yeah, it'll be an interesting call.
So they're going to give a hold here. That's going to negate the next 40 seconds of the power play. Going to give Cal a 1:20 coming out of this. This is the first penalty for San Jose State in this period.
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing. It was going to be an interesting call on that one, because he almost was way out in front.
And I think that was one of those moves by Codner where he knew that if he didn't grab him at that exact moment, it was a breakaway or it was a penalty shot.
Well, that's one of those penalties the coach won't be unhappy with. That's a good penalty, because it would have been a straight breakaway if he didn't take him down.
Cal now quickly cycling the puck. Looks like they're on the power play almost. 22 seconds left on the 4-on-4.
Well, 4-on-4 is definitely going to favor, just because Cal's so quick and how they move.
And they are getting just about every bounce today. That one off of the glass right into the waiting glove of Sean Dolam. Lou looking for the back door. Nobody there. Dolam going to pick it up on the far side now for the Bears. Shum able to keep it in. Thinking about it. Picks his spot. Looking to go 5-hole from distance. Czech Lennis shuts the door. And the Spartans clear the zone. 112 on the Cal Bears power play now. Waiting right here in front of us was Jason Lee. He was right at the blue line. Bringing it in now is Sasayama. He's going to go to Shum on the far side. Shum looking to go down low. Shot towards the net. Deflected away by Jason Lee. And what a juxtaposition here for these two goalies. Whereas we've seen Czech Lennis come out of his net on a play like that, and Akbis just hunkered down.
Yeah. But both goalies are playing to their strength. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And Czech Lennis is more of an aggressive type netminder. He's going to take some gambles out there, which bodes well for him because that's his style. So he's very comfortable doing that.
Sasayama with it again, back behind the Cal net. 30 seconds left on the power play. Bears looking to set one up. Waiting for the puck out front is Sadikov. That's where the puck goes. Back to Lou along the low wall. He's going to go up top to Sasayama. One-handed stretch. Now he's going to feed that back down onto the far side. Near side to Lou. That one not quite on the mark, but Lou going to be able to walk in there and maybe one too many touches. And now Garcia on a breakaway. What a stretch pass. Forehand, backhand, turned away. And that one right up into the air. And that is why you follow the shot, as Izzy Codner knocked that one out of the air as Akbis was trying to find it. He made a great first save, but unfortunately it goes straight up into the air for him. And just like that, Izzy Codner puts San Jose State on top.
I was just getting ready to say they're going to have to keep an eye on Garcia because he's floating out to the blue line. And when they picked it up, the puck in their end, Garcia did a great job of cutting toward the middle. It was an easy pass. And you're right, he came in. Nice save by Akbis because that was a tough shot by Garcia. But great trailing. You hit it on the head. That's why players got to trail the play. Don't give up on it, even if you're a little bit away from it, because the rebound came right out and you buried it.
Back up to the top of the zone. And another costly turnover here as Codner with it again fires a shot midsection of Akbis. Just one tick past the midway point in this game. And San Jose State has just pulled ahead thanks to the stick of Izzy Codner. The other two goals for San Jose State from Philippe Moffitt. And the goals from Cal coming from Sadikov and McAvoy. But nothing since about 2.5 minutes left in that first period for Cal.
I'll tell you, Codner's playing with a mission. That kid has some fire got lit into him because he's been outstanding this second period. I mean, he stood out more. I'm not saying they didn't have a good first, but he's standing out, the second player. He's basically taking control over anything Cal's trying to do against him.
The big hit. That's going to be a boarding against Castellanos as he pretty well wrecked Michael Shum at the blue line.
But now I'm going to find it interesting with Cal. Are they going to try to change their style or not? Keep doing it? Because right now the Spartans have done a nice job of really slowing them down, and that's by angles. If you look at how they're attacking Cal's players, they're taking different angles on them, and there's not that free passing lane like we saw in that first period. So there's been some nice adjustments by the Spartans. And now, though, we'll see how they respond, because it'll be interesting being down one goal and see how they play it.
They had a couple of opportunities on that last power play. It was a little bit abbreviated as started on the 4-on-4. So we'll see what they can do with the full 2 minutes here. Shum's going to feed it over to the far side. First player there in a yellow uniform. Now back up to the top of the zone. Now Rezhna to Lou, back to Rezhna. Near side now. Spot picked by McAvoy. He was looking for that upper V on the far side, but overestimated it just a bit. Puck on the far side, now sent back out into neutral ice by Dolan.
That's one thing I've noticed right now with Cal. I'm not sure if it's because they're a little bit shy being down by one, but they're really not opening up the ice that was working for them in that first period, and they're more congested. And I have not seen them play like that for a game and a half.
Back to McAvoy now. He's going to push it down below the end line and then move his way towards the goal mouth. Sasayama with it. He's got McAvoy at the top of the zone with him. He's going to go over to Schum. Schum thinks about the shot and he gets knocked back out into the neutral zone thanks to Izzy Kodner. Sasayama going to pass it over to the far side. Rejna with it, bringing it into the zone. Backhand sauce pass over to the far side. Up top to Sasayama. He's going to survey the ice. 27 seconds left on the power play. Now over to the far side to Rejna. Bouncing puck just wide of the mark. Cleaned up out front, and Czech Lennis covers that one up. But point blank opportunity for the Cal Bears. I think that was John Burbank.
Yeah, that was an excellent stop by Czech Lennis on that because he had that top shelf, and that's where he wanted to go. And Czech Lennis kind of came out a little bit on him and just smothered that puck. That's one of those saves that you kind of put in the back of your mind, like, yeah, that could be a game changer.
Lou has it, tries to get that shot off, ends up in the skates of the Spartan in front of him, and now an opportunity for Kodner heading the other way again. Big save there, and actually that was Zlochevsky, and a big save by Yusuf Akbas on the breakaway against one of the more talented players on the San Jose State squad in that situation.
Zlochevsky, he turned on the Jets on that one because he went after that puck and it hit the red line, and by the time he got to the blue line, he was basically all by himself.
And Cal going to pick up a penalty here. Then you can hear the frustration of that door slam as Sasayama going to have to take a seat for 2 minutes.
Sasayama was trying to disrupt, trying to run some interference on that, so he got to stick a little bit free on that. Boy, you talk about a huge opportunity for the Spartans to really put pressure on Cal. This is it.
And out of the box comes Castellanos. So now power play for the Spartans. Puck back behind the net. Dysart waiting in the slot. Up top to Garcia. Thinks about it. He's going to go back down the wall. Now all the way across. Back up top to Tydinko. Puck disrupted, and now a chance for Cal. Coming down the ice is Oasi. He's going to put that on net. Nobody there following up, though. We talked about San Jose State doing that, scoring their last goal.
Yeah, McAvoy would have trailed just a little bit more. He had a wide open net on that one, and he peeled off, and I thought he was going to go for a line change, and I think that's what happened, why he didn't go to the net.
So on near side, casually playing it off the wall is Zlochevsky. Zlochevsky tries to take it right through the center of the Bear defense. And he's going to have to kick it back up top. 45 seconds left on the power play. Navarrete giving chase. And there we see Czech Lennis. He's going to hold on to it. And Navarrete gets there just in time as Michael Schum was trailing. That one chopped back in. Schum going to head to the bench.
Well, Schum was looking to make that one attack. He was trying to intercept that one pass, and he almost got it. And that was nice position by him.
Errant puck chipped down into the corner. Dolan with it. He's just going to send it all the way back down the ice. This is what we talked about. Czech Lennis going to come out, slow that one down. Less than 10 seconds left on the power play. Last chance down the ice for the Spartans. Slow pass over. Bears back to full strength hockey. 5:37 left in the second period. So looking ahead at tomorrow, if San Jose is able to stick with this scoreline and move into the game tomorrow, they've played 2 very close games, whereas Utah hasn't really. And obviously, you can play back-to-back games, but Eastern saw it earlier this year. Utah saw it when they went to California and played Cal and San Jose in 4 days. By the time you get to that third game in competitive days, you start to drag a little bit. And I don't know that either one of these teams can afford to do that against a team like Utah.
No, and the difference is for either one of these teams that goes in against Utah, it's the championship game. And so fatigue really doesn't play a part unless you get way behind. And then here's another penalty coming up on Cal. That's a penalty. And
looks like it's going to be roll-off.
So that's where you're different. You're not really worried, from a coach's perspective, you're not worried about your team being dragged down because this is the final game. And everyone knows the winner is going to go to regional. So that gives you a little extra oomph. If your legs are tired, you think, hold it, this is the finals. We got to do it. So, except what's dangerous is the way Utah skates. They could try to wear you out just by using their speed.
So San Jose State back on the power play. One fed down low, turned and covered up by Akbes.
Akbes is doing a nice job keeping Cal in this game. And if the Spartans could get a goal here, that's really going to have to change Cal's system. They're going to have to, how they're playing right now, and it'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
Now a chance for Cal is Schum going to bring it in, top of the circle, looking for that trailer. Shot taken again. Shouldered straight down by Czech Lennis. But we saw that trail from McAvoy. Maybe a couple of steps too far behind there. But Cal's knocking on the door.
Czech Lennis did a nice job of sliding over. He made the initial shot, long rebound, and he just kind of glided over. And he's got great lateral movement to cover up that shot. But this turned into a very interesting game right now.
This one's sent behind the net. As there to pick it up was Moffitt. He's got 2 goals for the Spartans today. He's going to bring it across the blue line. Now the center stripe now gains the zone. He's got it on the right side, tries to stop and turn, and it's poked off of his stick to Dysart, who was waiting just next to him. Castellanos having to fight off a Cal Bear on the far side. Cal has to be careful not to pick up another penalty here, because they've already got 1 man in the box. Garcia has it up into the air. Snatches it out of the air, looks to change direction behind the net, and it works as he passes it out to Dysart on the other side, and Akbes just didn't see it.
No, what he did, an excellent job by the Spartan. He started to take it around. Akbes thought he was going to go all the way around, do a wraparound, and he stopped real quick and just fluttered the pass out as a wide open shot. Excellent play by the Spartans. And now, one thing I've been surprised with, and I haven't seen it in San Jose State's game, is they're actually matching, if not being a little bit quicker speed game than Cal is. And I did notice it yesterday against Eastern, and when we were down there before, you got to give a lot of credit to the Spartans. They're matching Cal's own game plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cal definitely doesn't look like they've got the speed that they normally do. And maybe that's where they're going to the penalty box so much, trying to see if that's where they left it.
Well, I'm not sure, but the Spartans, they're playing real tough right now. There's a lot of bounce in their step. And they're taking the speed game to Cal, and I'm not sure if Cal was expecting this.
This one sent across the zone by Storr. That one sent around by Lee. It's going to go back behind the net. Burbank has it. Back over to Lee. Burbank and Lee playing pass for Cal in front of the Zamboni door. Now Lee finally gets it out. Gets it up top to Dolan. Wide of the net. Czech Lennis, a diving poke check there to keep that behind the net. Right out front, and a big save by Czech Lennis. Great positioning by the netminder from San Jose State University. Through traffic, deflected straight down. Now this one chipped out into the neutral zone over the foot of the Bear, and now here comes Izzy Codner.
San Jose right now, what they're doing a nice job, they're smothering Cal. So Cal can't even get into their speed game because they're just swarming them.
McAvoy there with some speed back behind the net. But you're right, not able to get anywhere into that zone.
They've got a penalty coming up.
A wise move by Cal to reset as their netminder went to the bench. Lou with it, fires a shot into the glove of Castellanos. It's like a couple of Spartans running into each other there. So 2:25 left in this period, and Cal going to head back to the power play. We've already had 4 power play goals tonight. Cal's going to look for another one here.
Well, you've said it a couple times already, and we mentioned it all day yesterday. Teams have got to stay out of the penalty box because people are taking advantage of it, and you see it in this game. The bulk of the goal scoring has been on the power play.
Well, people like to say that I'm picking on Eastern when I say that. It's just a fact of the ACHA. You got to stay out of the box.
Yeah.
This is one of those leagues that will make you pay for running short a man quite often.
Well, it's because you got some skilled offensive players and you can't keep going down. One thing that you got to say about the Spartans, they're in good position because of Czech Linus. You don't want to go down another goal because that's going to be real hard to climb back out of. He's that talented.
I mean, even giving up 4 goals in a game is going to be a tough mountain for Cal to climb here. It's going to go over to the far side now. Looking for the pass through the crease to Dolim. It's going to go back to Lou. Actually, that's out into the neutral zone. As Moffitt battling for the puck. He's going to get it all the way back behind the Cal net as they turn around and head back the other direction. Up across Eagles painted on the ice. Has that slapped right back towards the goal.
Because of Moffitt's hustle, he just ate up a good 5 seconds.
Codner out to Garcia, who clangs it off the back of the net. And Cal has to right the ship here as now they've given up a shorthanded goal.
Well, the Spartans did a nice job in the first period of weathering the attack, the storm, as I'm going to say, from Cal. And all of a sudden, San Jose State, they picked up their speed game, and I think that caught Cal a little bit off guard because I don't think that's the style that they normally play. And right now, the Spartans are believing, like, yeah, we're going to go for that title because they are playing with vengeance right now against Cal. They're just it's going to be interesting to see how Cal can come back on Czech Linus 3 goals to tie it up.
Still a whole period of action left. 1:32 left in this one. 1:08 left on the Cal power play.
But if you look at Cotter, somebody lit a fire on him because that kid came out this period and he's just dominated.
Well, and San Jose State did what you said they needed to do, and that was adjust to this rush. And they didn't adjust to the rush so much as match it themselves and force Cal back on their heels.
And that's how they decided to match their speed for speed. And again, I was not aware the Spartans had that much speed that they could match Cal with.
Carrying it around the zone is McAvoy. Finally on the back door. Shot and goal on the power play from Mark Rezhna. They've been trying to set up that play since the first period. And finally, McAvoy to Rezhna pays off. Another special teams goal. Yep. We've got 8 goals on the board, Gary. 6 of them are special teams.
And we've been saying it all game. You got to stay out of the box. And I really liked what Cal did on that one. They stretched it far enough where they pinched the guy in, and he just snuck in on the backside and had a wide open net. Nothing Czech Linus could have done on that one. I would not have guessed this is going to be this high a scoring game.
No, not with these two netminders. That goal officially coming 19:02 of the second period. Rezhna with the Cal Golden Bears' 3rd goal. It's a lot different for Cal coming out of that locker room. A 5-3 deficit versus a 5-2 deficit.
It is, even though it's only 1 goal different. It's a whole different mindset that you have because they know how good Czech Linus is, and so it sets up for Very interesting third period.
And San Jose State going to try and get one more here before the break, and Garcia might have that opportunity. Akmus transforming a little bit into a stand-up style goalie in this period.
Yeah,
Shum giving chase there and finally loses his wheels.
He was more of a butterfly yesterday.
He's made 4 or 5 saves today from his skates. Cal going to bring it up. 15 seconds left in the period. Like I say, that wasn't touched by any of the 3 players along the low wall. So icing going to bring that puck all the way back down. 12.4 seconds left. Plenty of time for San Jose State to get a shot off, or even for Cal to get down the ice. They'll have to win and be quick.
I do know one thing. The Spartans cannot relax and think that this game's in the bag, because Cal's going to regroup. They'll make some minor adjustments that they'll need.
And Garcia going to get sent to the box.
And I didn't see, but I'm wondering if he didn't say anything that got him in the box. But San Jose State, they've got to be careful not to become complacent right now with a 2-goal lead.
And they are going to give him an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I thought it had, because there was nothing during the play, so he had to voice his concern.
So that should move the action back down to the other side of the ice, as it's a penalty against San Jose State. And they're still going to drop the puck, it looks like, in the Cal end. Oh, they're not going to give Garcia a 2-minute minor. They're going to give him a 10-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike. So
he must have really voiced his displeasure.
No impact on the ice currently, but Garcia's been the one to break out a lot of this offense. And to have him missing for the first half of that third period is going to weigh heavily on the San Jose State Spartans at a time where another goal for them could be catastrophic for Cal.
Well, Cardinals picked up a lot of it, but to have Garcia out, like you said, for that much of time going into that third period, that could hurt the Spartans' offense.
6 seconds left. And Cal ending up down on the ice. And that'll do it for this second period. Players having a little conversation, but nothing going to come of that. San Jose State, all about this period. 5 goals in this frame for the San Jose State University Spartans. They lead Cal 5-3 as we head into the final 20 minutes of semifinal action and about 15 minutes here from the URC in Cheney, Washington. You're watching Pac-8 Hockey. Friends and family, welcome back to the Eastern Washington University Recreation Center for the final 20 minutes of hockey before the IEDS championship game tomorrow. It's the Cal Golden Bears, the number 3 seed of this tournament, squaring off against San Jose State, the number 4 seed of this tournament. Cal taking out Western Washington yesterday en route to this game as San Jose State knocked off the hosts, Eastern Washington, to earn their spot in this game. Donovan Garcia going to have about 9.5 minutes in the box as a spectator for the remainder of his unsportsmanlike conduct. We got clarification at the intermission. I went down to talk to the scorekeeper. This was different than the penalty in the first game. The penalty in the first game in the same scenario was a 2-minute unsportsmanlike penalty at the faceoff. This one, it was the official that felt disrespected, so that is a 10-minute misconduct.
Yeah, but everyone knows that. I mean, you got different ranges of it. It's not an automatic. So
2, 5, 10.
Yeah, so people know that. But good job of getting it clarified because we were kind of baffled by it. Yeah, we were kind of baffled by what was the difference in what the earlier one.
Lou out front. Rejna looking to clean that up. Still no whistle. Finally a whistle here as players all over the ice.
But I was talking to some people, and we mentioned in between period, it seemed like, and give full credit to San Jose State on this, so they came out and played a tremendous second period, but it seemed like Cal got away from their game that we've seen them when we were down there playing them, and yesterday they got away from the game plan, and it was really strange how that happened. And again, you give San Jose State some credit on that, but it just looked like Cal just went away totally from their system.
When they stopped using that safety defense that they typically have, where they've got 4 guys in the zone and 1 guy kind of trailing, like you see now with Sasayama. So he's not moving much higher than 2 or 3 feet in front of the blue line, and they're letting that other defense suck in, and Cal's fast enough for that. But in that last period, it seemed like both defenses wanted to suck in, and they were getting beaten that transition game.
And that's definitely not the style Cal plays that I'm used to seeing them play. But give credit to San Jose State. They came out in that second and decided they were going to put their wheel on Cal and see how they handled it. And they got the lead.
Cal looking to do something about that. Puck on the far side to Sheppy. Sheppy back behind the net now to Lee. Lee circling to the center of the zone, makes 1-man miss, has to stretch out. It's going to come back. Delayed call coming against San Jose State now. Sasayama with it. He's going to hold it while his extra attacker gets on the ice. And then he loses it at the blue line, but plenty of open ice here.
And you can see Cal setting it up because they have that advantage going in.
And Schum with some speed. Thinks about it from the slot, fires a shot. Deflected off over to the far side. Now that one tipped all the way back down the ice. Feel bad for the referee down there. Still has his arm in the air. They're going to say that wasn't possession by San Jose, just a poke. This one near side now. OAC, he's got it at the center stripe. He's going to backhand it over to the far side. Still 6-on-5. As we wait for that delayed penalty. This one pushed out, and San Jose State finally touches it. And it'll be a hold and a cross-check. Looks like 2 penalties coming against San Jose State.
And we've talked about this all weekend, but especially today, you got to stay out of the box. It's like what you're saying, the number of goals that have been scored on the power play for these teams.
So they only put 1 penalty on the board here, but the official very much made a hold and a cross-check sign.
And you don't want to stop your momentum by taking penalties like the Spartans did, because they got a ton of momentum right now going on their side.
That one makes Czech Lettuce jump a bit, but doesn't make it all the way to him. Feed down low, now back up top. Back down low beneath the goal line again. And I didn't see who the Cal Bear was with the puck, but he was kind of shoved in towards the crease at the last second.
That was McAvoy.
And he almost had it. He was ready to pick his spot and just looked like lift it right up over Czech Lennis's leg pad there, and a good shove in the back by the Spartans. Just disrupts him enough that he can't get that off cleanly. Now the Spartans heading the other way. Moffitt attacking the near post, and following it up is Dysart, and that one's pinned to the ice by Akbis. 1:22 left in this power play. Face off won by the Spartans. That one off of the cage of Akbis. Now up the low wall. Cal looking to use their speed. Lou has it on the right side. He's got two players in the center. Going to rim it around all the way to the far side there to Sadikov. Sadikov looking to use his speed. Out to Lou on the far side. Sasayama waiting at the top of the zone. Now all the way across. Quick shot by Rezhna, and the puck just didn't get to him quick enough. Czech Lennis tracked that one right into his glove.
But they're kind of going back to trying to spread San Jose State out a little bit so they can get more one-timers, even though that was a little off. But you can see that's what Cal's doing right now, is trying to get them to not bunch up so much, get a clean shot.
Lou on the far side into the legs of Tydinko, and now it's coming the other direction. Bouncing puck as Castellanos can't hold on to it. 36 seconds left on the power play as the Golden Bears gain the neutral zone. It's on the stick of Sadikov on the far side. He's got Burbank waiting right in the middle. Near side is Rezhna. He's going to go to Rezhna. Rezhna, one-touch pass back up to the top of the zone to Sasayama. And that one off of the legs of Czech Lennis, but soft pads there as it almost died right in front of his legs. He was able to cover that one up.
Great recovery by Czech Lennis, because if he wouldn't have stuffed that puck right there, he had two Cal Bears ready to pounce on it. So really heads up play by him.
A face-off coming to the left of Czech Lennis, his glove side. Back up to Sasayama. Rezhna with it. Up to Sasayama. He's going to put it through traffic. Cal looking for that deflection.
Yeah, that was the lead that was on top of it. He would look for that quick tip in.
Now Sasayama has to give chase. Penalty expires. San Jose State back to full strength. Sasayama with some speed down the right side. Tries to cut it back towards the middle, but loses it right about the blue line. Fighting for it right inside of the San Jose State end. This one out across. Off the wall and now dumped in.
Right now, there's no doubt in my mind, the Spartans have decided they're going to go on the attack. And they totally reversed this game for the first period. They're the ones that are out hustling the Bears right now. And they're using it with their speed. They went to a speed game.
Puck on the far side. Bringing it up is Moffitt. He has it taken away just inside of the zone, but back with it again. Shot taken, turned away into the corner. Dysart with it. He's knocked off of the puck, at least for the moment. Now back into it is Moffitt. Puck deflected just past the waiting glove of Akbis. And another delayed call coming against San Jose. It looks like they're going to send two players. So it didn't really matter who touched the puck on that one. We were going to get a stoppage here. 6:05 into the third period. It's going to be Dysart and I think Dolan.
Very interesting how the Spartans shift their game plan and how they're starting to use actually the same technique and tactics Cal did. They're trying to spread them out, and it's working for them extremely well. They're getting a lot of passing lanes opened up.
Now not lots of open ice here with 4-on-4, and this, in theory, benefits Cal with their speed, but San Jose State has been, as you said, keeping up with them for a majority of this game. Lou with it now. Circles to the near side. Tries to take a couple of steps towards goal. Goes to the back door. And I believe that was McAvoy. Just couldn't get to it. Looking for a similar play here was McAvoy, but couldn't get the puck back out front. This one's set into the slot, but nobody in a yellow jersey there in time. So Sasayama going to have to go back to his own end. Now the Bears looking to build up through neutral ice. Sasayama has it on the right. He's going to take that shot on net. He's going to make Czech Lennis deflect that up into the netting surrounding the rink. We see over on the far side some of the Eastern Washington players there. Good to see them out. We saw some of the remaining teams that had been knocked out earlier. We saw some of them sticking around here as well. So good to see the support of the Pac-8 shot off the faceoff by Rezhna. Not just from the players, but also from the fans. I know you've been stopped several times, Gary. I've been stopped several times this week just to talk about the Pac-8 with fans. The boosters here at Eastern hooked us up with some snacks and drinks. Just a huge thank you to all of the fans that have made it out this weekend to the Pac-8 Championship Tournament. And thank you for the support of these teams. I'm excited to see what happens next year. Bouncing puck out front, and the Bears just not able to hold on to it.
The Cal Bears are playing choppy right now. They started to do that the last 5 minutes of the period, and you're seeing it more in this period too. And I'm not sure if that's because they're starting to feel pressure because they're down by 2 with only 12 minutes, 12 seconds left, or if it's how the Spartans have decided to go more of a speed game with them, but they've really made Cal choppy in their play, and I'm not used to seeing that because they're so fluid. But like you said, Tyler, it's nice to see these people, the fans hanging around, because there's a good crowd here for no Washington State team in this tournament left.
There is. I mean, the fans that are here looking to go 5-hole that time on Czech Lennis was McAvoy. Yeah, a lot of the fans here are fans that are just local fans. We do have quite a good travel contingent for San Jose State. Probably the biggest non-Washington travel contingent, I would think. Maybe Utah. Face-off won by the Bears. Lou with it along the wall. It's going to go up top. Shot taken, deflected wide of the net. Now Lou with it near side. He's got his stick lifted as the Spartans look to head the other direction. It's going to be a delayed call coming against San Jose State, I think.
No, I think Cal's going.
Was that Cal?
Oh.
And an unsportsmanlike. So as Garcia is looking to wrap up his time in the sin bin, it's going to be a Cal Bear going to go take a 2 and a 10 in Lou.
This really plays well into San Jose State's hands because even if they don't score, if they knock off 2 more minutes off of this, they're just eating up the clock, which then in turn has a ton more pressure on Cal to start pushing it more. And that's where they're going to have to start taking some chances, and the Spartans can jump on that and take advantage of it. So this really bodes well for San Jose State.
Face-off coming. Like I said, the second player here into the box. We'll see who Cal decides. Looked like they were pointing down the bench at their backup goalie. Not quite sure that's how that works. And instead, it's going to be Deschler. Going to serve the 2 minutes for Lou. Bouncing puck to the top of the zone. There with it is Moffitt. He's going to leave it off to Tydinko. Now back to Moffitt on the far side. Spartans feed it down low, looking for a shot through the crease. And Codner having to give chase. He's able to keep it in. Deflected all the way into the corner where Moffitt has to dig it out. Moffitt's got his pick of options. He's going to go down low, and it's deflected before it gets back to Codner. And now this one out into neutral ice, right to the stick of Tydinko. That one rimmed around by Codner. He's going to head back to the bench. And that one cleared all the way down the ice. 1:17 left on the power play. Moffitt again on the left side. Cal not really holding any sort of defensive shape here on the penalty kill.
No, none at all. And again, they just seem to be out of whack, to be frank with you, on their style.
That one into the San Jose State bench.
But I do want to take the opportunity. See, now the referees in this game are doing a really good job of making sure, okay, if someone's getting out of hand, you're going in the box on the unsportsmanlike. So they're actually doing a nice job of controlling the game, and it's not getting out of control right now.
Face-off coming on the far side. Akbis again off of his cage. That one again bouncing straight up. This time a Cal Golden Bear there to clean it up. Moffitt having to fight off Osi. And Zlochevsky put into the boards. He loses a skate, and that's going to send the Bears to the penalty box. But before that, San Jose State finds a way past Akbis for their 6th goal. That's going to be another power play goal, and we'll see what happens here. I assume as that was a power play goal, they're still going to assess this penalty.
Yeah, I think it caught Akbis off guard. I think that the whistle was going to blow because the referee instantly put his hand up, and the play continued, and I think it caught him off guard.
And I kind of thought the same thing. I was watching the official. I thought the play had stopped. But that is not the case.
This is going to be a tall order for Cal to be a man down if the penalty stands. Because, again, you got the SCHA rule that sometimes it's a double whammy because you can get the goal, but they still put you in the box. So,
well, and Cal's arguing is they might not know that rule, but really forget about that rule. There was a power play.
Yes.
So either way, there needs to be somebody in the box because you can't get rid of 2 penalties at once. As much as they would love to.
But this is really going to put Cal in a hole. And they got Sazma in there for the paneling. That hurts because he's an offensive force for Cal.
It does. You've got Lou and Sasama in there. There's 2 players that have been in the offensive zone for most of the game.
Very potent offensive player. Then you don't forget about Chuck Linus. He's played outstanding today. He's hard to beat.
Bears lay that one off. With it is Lee in the corner. Time starting to tick down for the Bears, though, as they trail the Spartans by 3.
And that'll start affecting your play, too. The more time ticks off, you start feeling the pressure big time, and then you start making some mistakes.
Puck over to the far side. That one off the glass behind the cage. And Sadikov with it. He's going to dump that down the ice. But Rezhner, the first one there. Bears just need to get this one on net as the Spartans a little discombobulated here. But the worst thing for the Bears is to pick up another penalty. And they're a little loose with their stick work. Back to the stick of Dolan. Off the wall. Up ahead now to McAvoy. McAvoy knocked off the puck. He gets it to the far side. Looking to go 5-hole. Kicked away by Czech Lennis. Schum just not able to solve that puzzle.
But that one, you're going to have to remember that one because that might have just turned that game around. Czech Lennis did a nice job of tracking it and keeping the puck out.
San Jose State wisely just pinning that against the wall behind the Cal net. trying to kill off as much of this period as possible. I'm not sure that they really care that much about the power play.
No, I don't think so. I think they're just trying to eat up the clock, and they're doing a little of attack, but they're eating up the clock really well by playing this style.
Shot taken just over the goal. Now on the far side, sent back behind the cage. Giving chase is Werner. And out of the box comes Sasayama. A little deceptive clear there. Now back behind the net is Dolan. Sadikov up across the blue line, still with the puck on his stick, and the Bears not able to keep it in. Pushed ahead to OAC.
What the Spartans are doing a really good job of also is that they're passing the puck really quick, and that's making Cal chase them now, and it's opening up the ice, and they're getting some opportunities.
Bringing it down the left side this time was Warren. He was knocked off of the puck. Dysart pins it against the wall. Now with some speed is Sadikov. He's going to go to the outside. He's got Rejna in the center. That one's sent up into the corner. And now Sasayama thinks about it, uses the defender as a screen, but kicked away. And they'll say this is nice because no Czech Lennis going to hold on to it. He's out of the goal there, and Cal almost getting an opportunity, just cannot put it on net. Near side now, shot taken. Off the mark by Gobel. Gobel waiting for it. San Jose doing a great job of clearing it this period. And knockdown from behind was Lee, and they will call a penalty on that, potentially. It looks like might be the aftermath. No, it looks like they will give that to the San Jose State Spartan. Looks like that's going to be Izzy Codner. He's all over the score sheet tonight.
It's almost at the point now, if Cal wants to get back in this game, they're going to have to score on this power play. And even though there's still a little over 6 minutes left, but the way Czech Lennis is playing right now, they've got to take advantage of this. If they don't get it, you're down to 4 then, and it's like that's going to be a tough task to get.
Well, and all 3 of their goals have come on the power play, so this is where they've shown that they can score. Dolan's going to play it over to the other side. Looking to put that in the chaos. It looks like Schum just banged his stick off the side of the cage. Now Dolan going to get on his horse. Picks that up. 4 Bears in their defensive zone. Floating at the other blue line is Lee. Schum going to bring it in. Near side, he's got options across the ice. Schum with it still. He's going to be his own option. Now he's going to go near side to Oasis. Over to Schum on the far side. Takes a couple of steps, deflected up and into the netting. No, they're going to say that bounced off the top of the glass. No netting. So play continues. Over to Schum on the far side. Dolim up top. He's going to rip it through traffic. Bears with a loose puck out front. Trying to poke it home. Still loose and now finally covered up by Czech Lennis.
Outstanding job by him. He did a nice job of how he was moving. What I am surprised with now, though, also is that Cal's not throwing traffic in front of Czech Lennis, see if they can to really get his vision away, because he's on top of his game today. And I mean, he's an outstanding goalie, but he's real hot right now. They have got to do something to block his vision. And right now they're not running people in front of him. No traffic at all.
Actus. 50 seconds left on the power play. Sasayama with it. Trying to get past Garcia, who's back on the ice after a 10-minute timeout. Carried by Burbank out front and again into the glove of Nick Check-Lennis. For those of you looking for championship game merch after this one, head over to b4fhockey.com/pack8. We'll have championship game merch available there. And, of course, championship winner merch available after the game tomorrow. Tomorrow's Pack 8 championship game presented by IEDS Logistics, Inland Empire Distribution Systems. We make things happen. Presenting the Pack 8 championship game tomorrow at 11 o'clock here in Cheney. It'll be the University of Utah Utes taking on the winner of this one. 11 seconds left for Cal.
Cal's got to bring some traffic in front of Check-Lennis. If they don't, he's seen the puck so well today that it's going to be real tough to get it by him.
This one sent the length of the ice. Now Cal looking to bring it up. Rejna with it. Sasayama passed it ahead. Rejna tried to make a move right at the blue line and brought it back just a couple inches too far. That's going to lead to an offside face-off coming right in front of us.
And that was about the time you and I always talked about and start guessing on when they're going to pull the goaltender.
Well, at this point, it's the end of the season. You need 3 goals. You've got 4 minutes. I would think, maybe somewhere around that 3-minute mark. Especially because for Cal, it's been since late in the second period since they last scored. And that one again onto the bench. These pucks, souvenir worthy for sure.
The only thing I'm wondering with the goaltender, if you pull him now, at least you have that extra tackle that you could put in front of Check-Lennis so you can screen him. So you can take that as an advantage. Yeah, you risk having the empty net, but like you said, you're down by 3. So what's the matter if you can go down by 4?
Well, you'd think that at some point you've got to start looking at the number of minutes left, the number of goals that you got to score, and figure out what that equation is.
And the netminder you're facing too, and that's a big part.
Now a chance for Cal out front. Several Spartans throwing their body in the way. Cal looking for one out front here. Can't get it there. Now over to the far side. Chaos in front of the net still. Schum takes that shot. 2 sticks on the ice. 1 goalie, 1 player.
And they did pull the netminder.
And they did pull Akbis as he was heading back to, or he was heading to the bench as Check-Lennis held on to that one.
Well, I think it's a great move by the Cal coaching staff on that one because, like you were saying, you sooner or later you got to start adding up how quick can we get goals. Now, if they use that one guy to try to screen Check-Lennis, see if that will free up a little bit.
And that could have been bad news for Cal. As soon as you pull the goalie, the first puck down. 3:09 left. 22 shots on net for San Jose State. 45 shots on net for Cal. 42 saves for Nick Check-Lennis.
He's had a strong game, and you knew it coming in how good of a goaltender he is, but this is the best I've seen him this weekend. And he's been outstanding every time I've watched him.
And hopefully he'll stop by and say thanks to the arena staff. He was having some issues with the net staying on its moorings last night, but I think it's only been knocked off once tonight. I think that's credit to the arena staff here, making sure that the ice quality at the URC top-notch as always. Cal trying to get a change on the icing. And the official's not going to let them change either. Rejna up top now, shot fired, sticked away. Now back up top to Sadikov. Near side. Schum has it. But the Bears not able to keep possession. San Jose State just wisely holding on to it, finally gives it away. And now a takeaway in the neutral zone. Dysart bouncing puck into the net. And you saw Sadikov think about it, and then he remembered how expensive these dang twigs are, and he's like, oh, maybe not worth it right now.
Yeah.
But I think that is going that might be the nail in the coffin here for San Jose State.
I think you could almost pencil San Jose State into the finals, and I think you'd be safe to do that. Again, the way Czech Lennis plays it, you're not going to pop 4 goals on him. He's difficult enough to get a couple, 2, 3 on him. The guy's just played great. I total kudos to San Jose State. They came out after the first period and changed their whole tactic, went to more of a speed game. It's worked for them. They slowed down Cal. Cal became real choppy. And you got to say, outstanding job by the Spartans. There's no question about it. And I did not realize Cal had, or the Spartans had that much speed on their team. So total congratulations for them on how they made the adjustments in between periods, and it worked against Cal.
Well, and you assume the Utah coaches are watching this game, building up that game plan for how to stop what has become the speedy Spartans. Shot taken off of, sound like the crossbar there. And net looks like it was dislodged a little bit, as I was giving credit to the ice staff here.
But it came right back on, so.
Spartans with it into the neutral zone to the stick of the Bears. 1:49 left in this one. Looks like it's going to be San Jose State University, the number 4 seed coming into the tournament, facing off against the number 2 seed, the departing University of Utah. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock local time, 12 o'clock Utah time, 11 o'clock California time.
You just said that so smoothly. I know you were practicing that there, Tyler. I know you were practicing that. That was just too clean.
And remember, if you're looking for championship game merch after this one, head over to b4fhockey.com/pack8. That's b4fhockey.com/pack8. And it looks like San Jose State has picked up another penalty as Lochevsky going to take a seat in the box. But I believe this is the first time there's ever been Pack 8 championship game merch. Be sure to capture the moment. Rolling puck all the way down towards Akbes. We talked about the different styles there. He was ready to just slow that one down. He wasn't going to come out, put it anywhere. He knows where he's comfortable. And now Sasayama rips one into the midsection of Czech Lennis.
Well, that's the one thing that Utah's coaching staff is going to have to do is they're going to have to figure out how to beat Czech Lennis. And I think one way is you put a lot of traffic in front of him, but he's just a stout goaltender. And so you know they're going to come up with some kind of attack.
Couple players taken down in front of the net. Sasayama on the far side. He's one that has worked his butt off for a goal today.
He has.
Even late in this one, it'd be nice to see all of that hard work pay off for him.
But again, you got to tip your cap to the San Jose State University Spartans. They came out, made the adjustments they needed after that first period, and it worked for them.
And I've heard rumors, Gary, the IEDS championship game is tomorrow here in Cheney. And I've been seeing all of these news reports about Taylor Swift heading to a championship game tomorrow. So I can't promise anything to anybody out there. But there's a championship game in Cheney tomorrow. Taylor Swift is heading to a championship game. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. We both know that I'm terrible at math. So, take that for what it is.
Yeah.
But, you never know who's going to show up at the URC in Cheney. Maybe it's Taylor Swift. Maybe it's not.
Please do not sue me on a statement that Tyler just made because I don't know what happened to him. It's cold in the rink. I think it finally got to you.
Yeah, I'm just one of those guys. I'm the headlines guy. Taylor Swift headed the championship game, flying back from Japan. I saw she landed in LA a couple of hours ago. The airport here is 20 minutes from campus?
Yeah.
But we can pick her up in a campus rec bus.
Boom. There it is. She could still probably make the Super Bowl. I mean, you know, by the time the game ends.
Oh, is that
here
tomorrow too?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But
I
later.
think she knows
it's
somebody
later,
in
it's like
that
5
game, so
o'clock
maybe
or
that's where
something. I
she's
don't know.
headed.
I wasn't paying attention because I knew I was going to cover the hockey game, so I'm not sure what time the Super Bowl is.
The goal is to have this championship game tomorrow done in time for people to get to their Super Bowl parties. But heck, if you get to your Super Bowl party early, put on the game.
Yeah.
Why not? Especially if you are a fan of San Jose State or the Utah Utes. Some frustration yelling, and there's the net kicked off again here. Just as I was giving the ice crew credit, Nick Check-Lennis has to prove me wrong. Sometimes I think these players have a radio in their helmet, Gary. Their entire purpose of being on the ice is just to prove us wrong.
Well, it doesn't take a lot, you know. I mean, not to be frank with
Very
you.
true. We do our best research, but there's only so much research you can do on 8 teams in the ACHA. That one off the side of the net, again dislodged. Ice must be getting a little soft on that end. Puck out front. Now back behind the net. The Bears looking to just get one more. 11 and a half seconds left in this semifinal game. Heading to the bench is Akbis. It's a bold strategy with 11 and a half seconds left, but I think the Bears just looking to get one more. Call it a morale goal here late in this one. Over to the far side. The extra attacker in is Deschler. That one up and over the top. And it is official, Gary. San Jose State joining the Utah Utes tomorrow at 11 o'clock here in Cheney. 11 o'clock Pacific time, noon Utah time. If you're in the Bay Area, also 11 o'clock. It's funny how time zones work.
You got to give congratulations to the San Jose State Spartan. You do. Cal came out. They got taken off their game, and they just the Spartans just wouldn't let them get back into their game. So you got to give them credit. They came out charging. They made it in the finals. See what happens against Utah, but tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
That's going to be a great game between the number 2 Utah Utes and the number 4 San Jose State Spartans. Congratulations to the California Golden Bears on their semifinal performance. Thank you to everybody that tuned in and watched tonight and has watched this weekend. We'll see you tomorrow at 11. Be sure to head over to b4fhockey.com/pack8 or b4ffundraising.com to get your championship game merch before the game tomorrow.
And don't forget, if you're listening to us locally, head on down to the Barrel House because that's where everything's going on.
For our camera gal, Haley, our graphics gal, Kayla, Gary Allen, my name's Tyler Pisani. For everybody here at the Pack 8, we're saying good night, and we'll see you at the Barrel House.